I was studying the life of Jesus the last 2 years in a bit of a fresh way. And I wanted to go from the moment he was baptized into the moment he ascended. I wanted to mentally walk through where is he? How long was he there? What did he say? So that I could follow his path and what did he ask the disciples to do? And then what I realized, what I started studying was there's a Jesus of the Gospels, obviously the same Jesus, but there's a Jesus of the epistles. And Jesus of the Gospels is the arc, the narrative, his teaching, and what he did. The Jesus of the epistles are describing this is who he was. This is what he accomplished. And so in Colossians 1, he is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. Everything was made through him. Heaven and earth, visible, invisible, thrones, dominions, powers. He sustains all things. He's the head of the church. Philippians 2, he's the Jesus who descended into greatness, became a bond servant, made himself nothing, and God exalted him, King of Kings. And then in Hebrews 1, he's the final prophet. God has spoken in many ways, in diverse ways, through prophets, but in this last day, he has spoken through his son. And then in Revelation 1, you have he is the returning judge. His eyes are aflame, his feet are bronze. There's a robe that goes to his feet. He's the high priest, he's the king, he's coming back, he's going to make all things right. And I began to think that faith is not, do I need more faith? According to Jesus, I'll have the faith of a mustard seed. I can say to that mountain, and I think what he was saying is, it's the object of your faith. When you clearly see Jesus, and Jesus says, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. John 1 says, Jesus, explained him. We get our word exegeted. He exegeted God. Uh, and so the Jesus of the epistles gives us this picture of this sovereign, almighty creator king, this priest who comes in humility and says, follow me and descend into greatness that God will exalt you. And he is the final message. He is the actual revelation of God. And here he is now appearing to John at a time of the greatest persecution in the history of the church and saying, I will make all things right. Justice will come. You have hope. And by the way, all the injustice, all the things you see, the corruption, the things that burden your heart, I will bring about what is fair and right once and for all. And here's the future. And so, yes, I've been studying the Jesus of the epistles to get a clearer picture of what God is really like. And what I realize is it's a lot easier to trust someone who spoke and the world came into existence. It's easier to trust the one that looks at all the nations like a small drop on the side of a bucket. It's with all the devastation and earthquakes and sexual slavery and corruption. Yes, we all make a difference where we are each and every day, but it's never going to be right until he makes it right. And I can trust a sovereign, all-knowing, all-powerful, compassionate God in the midst of time where a lot of it doesn't make sense. And I can anchor my hope in who he is. And I don't have to be fearful about my grandkids and the world they're growing up in. I can help them be salt and light and help them know it's a challenging world and it's a fallen world, and we're here to make a difference.